Great to be back here again, folks. It is the weekend edition Pittsburgh, and have a close family friend of ours, Dr. Carrillo. How are you today, Dr. Carrillo?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'll call you Andres because you are a very good friend of ours, and we welcome you here because this is actually one of the most important segments, I think, because of what we're looking at for this month. It's mental health awareness, suicide prevention, and you're a professor at Chatham University, the wellness program, and I'm really grateful because I've come, over the years to lecture there with your students. And this last semester, we were there talking about financial literacy. Chatham is a private university, very well known, and you had mentioned a few things about the college itself. Can you share?
Yeah. First off, thanks for having me. Really appreciate being here to talk about this with you during this important month.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Chatham. So yeah, I teach in the exercise science department, and what is really well known about Chatham is that comes up again and again is Rachel Carson. She's really just had this lasting impression on the students, the campus, the university itself, and has led to, I would say, had an impact in the school developing the School of Sustainability that's now out in East Side, and that's just really unique and something that's growing and yeah.
It's a beautiful campus, and folks, every time I go there, I always say, wow, it's such a pretty campus. This year when I was speaking with your first year students, many who have actually come from different states, Texas and Florida to Pittsburgh. And it's a wonderful campus, a wonderful curriculum, and I have to say one of the key things also out of not only the education side of it is we went to get coffee. This was memorable. So we went to get coffee, and I went to pay for the coffee. You were fighting over the bill. I said, no, I'm going to get the coffee. And so I gave a $5 bill, and the young gentleman there who was taking the money, I said, okay, it's $3, and then the $2 I was just going to give as a gratuity, as a tip. And he said, oh, no, we don't take tips. We'll just keep it for the next person who needs it. And so to me, that's a very important part of life, paying it forward. You notice that?
Yeah, and actually I didn't know that was the protocol there in the coffee shop on campus, so that was really a nice surprise for me as well to see that.
It was, and
yeah.
I think the work that you do is really valuable because it is mental health awareness, suicide prevention this month. And wellness is very important, not only to people who are suffering from depression or health or related issues, but also caregivers, the family members that are supporting, because we often forget the family members who are affected, and they also need the support and help, to talk it out, maybe privately with the help that they need.
Yeah, and that's what I think is so I teach this wellness course at Chatham that you came to visit, and what's interesting is that everyone in the class was 35 people and 35 students, and they're all dealing with something, like a family member, something themselves and such. So that course is really a great opportunity to just step away from the typical stressors of college, like worrying about outcome-based things like grades and such, and it's really an opportunity for them to focus on their development and caring about themselves, and really having a structure in place for them to do that.
It is. It's really important because at that age, at any age for that matter, on dealing, how do we deal with the situations that are day to day? So there's this stigma when we are talking about financial wellness as well as mental health issues. And we have over 32 million people who are suffering with mental health issues, and it needs to be discussed and certainly not become a stigma, as you can see, sure.
Yeah, and what we found to be so valuable in this course, and then there's another course where we really focus on personal development as well, is that really putting the responsibility on the student to